Hello Taurus, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited to read your energies. This reading is intended for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising for the period of June 9 to the 15th. Alright, so Taurus, I'm going to shuffle the cards here, but I already pre-shuffled this a while ago. I have a sense that you guys are just truly avoiding drama, avoiding people in your environment that are starting some drama. I also hear the word middle ground. You're trying to be in between a conflict because you want to create some harmony. So that's so far what I was able to pick up, Taurus. But the reason for this is because I feel like you want to focus on your life goals. You don't want to create tension, and that could be a form of distraction for you, right? So let's see, one more shuffle. Energies for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, period of June 9 to the 15th, please. Let's get a quick past, present, and future, just to get a quick glance on the energies that are playing out for you guys, okay? Please bear in mind that these are also general energies. It may not resonate for all of you, so check your other signs for more information. So recently, we have the Six of Swords. Current situation, we have the Three of Wands. What's coming in the near future is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel as though right now, you are about to embark on a decision that's just going to start, picking the momentum for you. It almost feels like you're weighing your options, Taurus. You see that there's just more than one possible decision for you to take, but you're trying to become prepared of the consequence if you choose this over the other, if that makes sense. So I do see that this week there's a lot of focus on contemplation and trying to discern what is the best possible path for you to take regarding this whole storm. I do sense a storm here, a stormy situation, right? It could even be about traveling somewhere or taking on a new path, a new passion. But since this is a love reading, it could also mean maybe you're choosing between two people or more than two possible people in your life. If you're single, then I feel like you are in a dating kind of scenario right now, and there might be three possible people that you are really connecting with, and you desire to expand in terms of love. Love to you is all about security, and so that's why you're becoming more smart about preparing of what's coming rather than jumping and making impulsive decisions regarding commitment and love. To you, if you're not prepared, then you're not prepared, right? So I feel like recently, Taurus, with the Six of Swords, you walked away from a stormy situation as well. It wasn't easy. You decided to walk away or move forward because you wanted some peace. You want to collect your energies. I feel like what you walked away from has been really draining for you. And quite frankly, you cannot afford being distracted. You are in this point of your life where you know what you deserve, what sort of security you want out of a partnership. And unless someone can provide that, unless someone can really match your energy, I feel like, you're never going to settle. And the reason why I said that, Taurus, is because we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So Ten of Pentacles is a card that really talks about, the happy ever after. It's the card of family, the home situation, and it's coming across as reverse for, the near future. And I feel as though you're just not really ready to settle down unless you calm yourself and be in a better headspace or a spiritual space to commit to someone that you see really building a future with you. And unless that happens, you're pretty much single and free to mingle with anyone in your environment. Not that you are leading people on, but I feel as though you're just in this phase where you're just casually dating and experimenting, right? Getting to know people and getting to know yourself. Although I feel like you do desire security and love in the long term. It's just never opened yet for you. Now, I'm gonna put this on the side first, and we're gonna come back to these cards if we need, all right? So we're gonna do your energy versus the other person. These are all just general reading, Taurus. It may or may not resonate for all of you. And the person is not limited to your romantic interests. If anything shows up here regarding family members, friends, all right? So far we have the Six of Wands. I feel like the overall connection and the theme for this week is all about victory and also movement, moving forward, moving higher, never backwards. So I feel as though you have established a form of confidence once again to look forward to the future. You have the spotlight this week, and I feel like you're getting a lot of attention. People are starting to notice. People are actually appreciating the hard work that you put in. This could also be related to work, right? But Six of Wands talks about victory and accomplishment. So bask in this feeling of, victory. You deserve this. The victory could also be finally moving forward from a difficult situation, right? So you have the spotlight right now, or someone has the spotlight in your life. So let's see. You guys could be dealing with a Leo or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but I do sense a very strong Cancerian energy. This could be a mother figure in your life, right? If you're a cross watcher, feel free to reverse the roles. But what I'm picking up here for you, Taurus, is that you're really focused on your career at the moment with the Sun card. This really talks about awareness, material success, and prosperity, right? And really basking in the fortune that you're trying to attract, and it has come this week. You're going to feel really successful, right? There's just going to be a lot of things falling into place, things that you've so worked hard for, and finally it's starting to pay off. The Sun card is a yes card. It's a really happy kind of vibe this week, but I feel like someone in your environment, Taurus with the Queen of Cups, feels as though they feel isolated from you. They feel as though they're being treated and brushed aside, overlooked. I feel like someone is trying to reach you but couldn't reach you, if that makes sense. Because maybe with the Six of Wands, you have successfully moved forward from this person. And with the Sun card, look at this figure over here. It's not really looking on this direction. There's a lot of you. There's just a lot of your energy being focused on the future and reestablishing yourself in terms of career, home, and financial. And so I feel like someone's emotionally trying to manifest to be, reaching out to you, trying to communicate with you, but it feels as though there's no proper communication. Maybe this person is feeling this on their own, emotionally withdrawing, but couldn't really tell in words how much they miss you, how much they want to communicate with you, the stuff that they want to tell you. And they're drowning in their emotions. Someone's drowning in their emotions. They want to be helped though. They want to hear from you. But they don't want to risk, right, getting the spotlight away from all the success that you are doing here. Let's open up this cards more. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Maybe this could be a mother figure that you haven't spoken for a while, who's trying to reach you, but you have been so busy, Taurus. You're trying to isolate yourself because you're focused on all your plans and goals, right? You're unstoppable this week. You're just feeling like you have all this energy to accomplish one project to another, and you're doing really, really good. This is something that makes you feel happy and secured, right? And maybe someone is waiting for you to reach out, and they want to see if you're willing to insert them on your schedule. Maybe this is not you who's waiting, but the person involved. They're waiting for you to return. So let's see here. Yeah, the person feels with the Ten of Wands like no one understands. This person is in a breaking point, right? Could be spiritually, emotionally, feeling exhausted and drained, and they can't seem to find a way out to break free and lay down their burden, right? This is emotional exhaustion, emotional draining. And I feel like the only way this person can try to release all of that is if you somehow try to communicate with this person. As you can see, there's not a lot of swords. And the Six of Swords talks about walking away. So you walking away is actually making this person feel more and more exhausted to go on, because they're still very much attached to you. It's not easy for this person to just leave things behind. That is what I see. And that's what's causing them the Ten of Wands. They feel like they're fighting an uphill battle here, and they're losing the battle because they're the only ones expecting, waiting, and putting the effort in the hopes that you eventually will return. But I sense someone here could have been very jealous. Maybe you struggled a lot because this person has been possessive and jealous of the little things. It could have been a trust issue, is what I see. And that's where you kind of felt like you needed to break free from the connection, because you want to be drama free. You want to be stress free. You want to feel more and more yourself. You want to focus on your success, all right? And becoming more stable. So you're definitely the Knight of Pentacles on this end. I sense that you already made a decision, and your decision is to look forward. You're planning things ahead for your life. You know that the road is not easy, but you're willing to take all the time you need until you reach that goal, right? This is also you getting down into the details of your life. I see that this week you're seeing that you've already somehow landed on success, but you want more, and you're not giving up, you're not stopping. You know that there's like a lot of things that you want to conquer still. Maybe that's the reason why you don't see yourself settling down with this person, right? Because you're looking for something else. You're looking for someone else. You're just not quite ready to settle down. That's what I see, Taurus. That's not your energy, then this could be the other person. And even though you care for this person, you chose yourself. Is that kind of calling. You have a spiritual calling, see? And the high priestess showed up. You have a spiritual calling to leave this person behind, even though you also felt, you know, that this person could be the one, could have been the one for you. Something in you, your intuition maybe, your gut feeling is telling you to keep going and don't settle. No matter how long it takes until you find the right person, then you're willing to wait. You're very patient. That is one of your strongest suit, Taurus, right? So with the High Priestess being the challenge card over here, this talks about intuition. This also talks about the ability to really go within and to discern why certain situations happen. Because if we don't listen to our intuition and we allow ego and pride and hurt and pain to make us believe, you know, the truth otherwise, I feel like that's when we start letting doubts and fears lead us towards our life, towards decision making. So maybe for some of you, you're second guessing yourself, right? Even if you have already made a decision, you're second guessing if you still want to come back to the situation. And the other person as well, they're second guessing if this is really over, or like, have you truly walked away? Or is there going to be a second chance? Are you going to return? But I do sense that you're just not quite ready to settle down with this person. High Priestess, this is veiled wisdom. Eventually, all the questions in your head and this person will be answered. It will only be answered if one is ready to accept the truth. And whatever truth that is, maybe the truth is involving, for you guys to just go on a separate path right now to find a deeper meaning as to the lesson and be open to new experiences, new opportunities, new people that can enter in your life as a blessing. All right, so how do you see this connection this week? Let's get more cards out, Taurus. The Moon card. There's just a lot of uncertainty. And the other person has the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're dealing with a very emotional person this week, or at least that is what they're dealing with. They don't want to feel emotional about this, but since there's like a lot of questions in this person's mind and heart that are not still be able to answer, maybe you left situations hanging, maybe this person never knew that you made a decision once and for all. To them, it feels as though there's still a reason to wait. and they don't want to be emotional about this, but they can't help but feel emotional because maybe this person misses you and they badly want to hear from you. As you can see, there's really no swords in this, so I don't feel like communication is really open this week. So the person is relying solely on hoping and wishing and maybe trying to manifest spiritually for your comeback. But I feel like you're still figuring out how you truly feel, Taurus. Maybe, I don't see the death card over here, maybe for some of you, you may try to come back to this person after sorting your emotions out, after really finding clarity by using your intuition, how you truly feel for this person. But, you know, at this point, there's just a lot that you need to process right now. Sun card and the moon card. When I see sun and moon over here, the energies will eventually be canceled. I feel like even though you bask in success right now and the ability to move forward, sometimes you could still, you know, doubt if the decision you're making here is the right decision. And those doubts could easily rub your happiness this week. So be very careful of your thoughts because your thoughts could shape your reality. Also, the moon card tells you that you need to pay attention on intentions and be very careful of deception as well. Deception, by that I mean self-deception. You know, being able to decide on matters based on impulse, maybe on the wrong reason. So be very careful of self-deception. The only weapon that you can use here is intuition and being open to your guides really guiding you. What is it that your heart and your spirit is compelling for you to do? That is what you should listen to, not what other people tell you to do, or sometimes we can also deceive ourselves, right? So that is the moon card. Don't let the fears dictate your better judgment. Eventually things will be illuminated and will be made clear, okay? So maybe it's safe for you not to make hasty decisions while you're still confused about your emotions. Let's get an advice card for you, Taurus. Maybe you also miss this person because you're not able to see them. You're not able to communicate with this person for now. But I do sense the other person sees you this week or the connection as if it's really an emotional kind of situation for this person. It's like they're eager to jump back with you, to reach out to you. But as you can see with the Knight of Cups, it feels as though you're so far away, or like this person is finding it hard to reach you, to even be in the same level with you. As you can see with the Queen of Cups, she's drowning. And though this person can have plans to reach you out, it feels as though it's really a big challenge to be able to bridge the gap. I feel like much time has already passed. And so maybe this person thinks that too much time has passed and it's impossible for you both to even cross paths once again. But this person is still waiting for you. That is what I see. So I'm just gonna really open up a few cards here, right? I want to ask the Spirit, why is the Moon card here? What are you confused about, Taurus? So Page of Cups in reverse. You feel as though, well, I just sense that you feel as though you're lacking the consistency to stick to your decision of walking away from this person, because from time to time you could still feel like your emotions are attached to this person from the past. You could still miss them, right? It's like you have not yet found someone here who could make you feel the same kind of way or a certain type of way that this person was able to when you both were together. So you're still feeling the hole in your heart, the gap. And maybe even though you don't like the jealousy, the problems, or the issues, whatever it may have been with this person, you genuinely know that your emotions are still attached to them. Okay, let's get an advice card for this week for you. And I have here the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress. Beautiful. So just gonna adjust the cards so that you can see all of that. Here we go. Eight of Wands. I love the Eight of Wands. That is communication. That is forward movement. So I feel as though, as an advice card, as you can see, the wand is growing outside that eagle's heart. And the eagle is a symbol to me of a very powerful animal spirit. wherein it throws patterns, old wounds, old energies in the karmic fire in the hopes of having a rebirth. So I do sense that if you want to focus on making a decision and move forward, rather than going back and forth, your mind versus your heart battling over here, you need to focus on your heart first, or on your self-love, on your self-healing, right? So that you can recalibrate your focus once again. This could even be affecting your work, affecting your focus in other areas of your life. And if you want to communicate with this person, I feel like you need to be in a better heart and mind space to be able to process the emotions that you feel, right? And this can also be the same for the other person as an advice card. Ace of Pentacles, there's going to be a new opportunity, possibly with the same person once again. Maybe there's going to be an offer being made, or you're going to be the one to make an offer. Once you clear the confusion out and you're clear to yourself what you really want out of this connection. With the Empress card, this is definitely your suit. This really talks about growth. This talks about expansion. This talks about sensuality and love. So I feel like there's potential for a new person coming in with the Empress, or that potentially go back to the same kind of person, but a different kind of energy, a different kind of feeling, totally starting fresh, right? And expanding the connection. I see that. It's not the kind of connection you both had in the past. Perhaps this Empress talks about growth. Someone outgrew a certain pattern in the past, and you can also outgrow a certain pattern, so that this Ace of Pentacles, if it's a reconciliation, this could possibly, the very factor that can make you settle down. But for some of you, this could be completely someone new that you're communicating with. And to you, it's all about meeting people, experimenting, and knowing yourself. At the same time, focusing on your growth. So that is your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll talk to you soon.